sweet señorita. We a bounce to the bass and the tweeter. She look more bonita. The way she move remind me of Selena. She rocks up, she dips up. She only dance to reggae and calypso. Look how the dress look up on her hips up. Look how she move fast and the beat.
Right, so we've just set everything up now. We're about to go live with the podcast. Just so you know, you guys can like laugh, cheer, whatever. Don't heckle us though, because we are recording the podcast. So if you want to say something, put your hand up and we'll get to you. But yeah, have you guys enjoyed so far? All good?
Apart from the race, it's been fantastic.
Yeah, the rest of it. Maybe we'll talk about it. So we're just going to sort ourselves out. We're now live on YouTube, so yeah. I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Look how she move fast and do it slow. Muy bonita. My mama sees her. Girl, why let me come behind you? Me make she feel alright. Put her dance all night if you want to. Till the morning light. Love how you feel in front of me so. Girl, let me hold you tight. Girl, why let me come behind you? Me make she feel alright. Put her dance all night if you want to. Till the morning light. Love how you feel in front of me so. Girl, let me hold you tight. Shot of tequila, the vibes tonight, yeah, so sweet, yeah. I want spot the sweet señorita. We a bounce to the bass and the tweeter. She look more bonita. The way she move remind me of Selena. She rocks up, she dips up. She only dance to reggae and calypso. Look how the dress look up on her hips up. Look how she move fast and a bit slow. Muy bonita. Mama Caesar, girl, why let me come behind you? Me make she feel alright. Put her dance all night if you want to. Till the morning light. Love how you feel in front of me so. Girl, let me hold you tight. Girl, why let me come behind you? Me make she feel alright. Put her dance all night if you want to. Till the morning light. Love how you feel in front of me so. Girl, let me hold you tight.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna. I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. Hit it once, no time. Side up, fuck, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. That's my heart. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want. Project. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
drift she got new. She wearing Prada red, the Balenciaga blue. Shorty head so big, can't even pop the my baby in designer purses. I'm the well for my niggas wearing hearses. We lost a lot. Chef Big Nicky took the burner in the drop. Pull up with my niggas, take a tech and heat that block. Me and Raves come and shut that block. When we drop, take some four, make some wop. Never snitch, fuck a cop, we on lock. Willie poppin', riding dirty. Lil' cuzzy got all shut up and that shit ain't purty. I keep my head up in the sky, 10 toes on the ground. If these niggas try and come and ride, better do it now. Before they ain't my agent, and I never shoot at range. I shoot it if I got a hand jerking when I raise. Niggas think I'm Christian cause the handgun giving praise. Smile when it's hard, I never cry, that's how I'm raised. R.I.P. the ready, T, I'm boogie boogie, who knew? 28, almost 29, fuck, who knew? I lost some niggas that ain't dead. I find it hard to make a friend. I made a bet, I gotta lie in it. We from the streets, it's fuck the feds. You can go and ask the streets what we been through. She gets money and all of that drip she got new. She wearing Prada red, the Balenciaga blue. Shorty head so big, can't even pop the coupe. Damn, homie, fuck happened to you on the block, you was the man. Homie, stuck at the door, won't perform unless the gang coming. All the shopping in the yours, getting bored if you're to give it to her. Often get these hoes, nothing. I'm taking off, no interference, what you saying. If you feel this when you're with me, you're the only one I fall with. Oh yeah, nice, I got a question, all this codeine, I'm obsessive. Kinda fucked up my digestives, can you help me? I need your help, I know you will because you felt me. Deep inside your body, trying to mash up your intestines. I know ever stop, it goes on and on. I got niggas in the slammer 12 summers long. I lost some niggas that ain't dead. I find it hard to make a friend. I made a bet, I gotta lie in it. We from the streets, it's fuck the feds. You can go and ask the streets what we been through. She gets money and all of the drip she got new. She wearing Prada red, the Balenciaga blue. Shorty head so big, can't even pop the coupe. And high school, you was the man, homie. Fuck happened to you?
How's it going, guys? You guys still awake after that? Yeah. Hey, that was a... Oh. We're going to get to that. 100%. So, look, guys, thank you for coming to this event. It's a bit mad, like seeing people that you interact with online and all of the support we get. It's so lovely. So we're going to do the podcast. We're live on YouTube. Say hello to the YouTube guys. Hey! Hey! So yeah, we're going to get into it. Not much to talk about from this race. So I think we're just going to like take the piss out of everyone. Right. Is that okay? Is that okay? Right. So let's get this started because this is actually going to go out as a podcast. So I guess I've got to do the old intro, because some of us know how to do it properly. Thank you. You're so supportive. I love it. Welcome to the Quick Stop F1 podcast. My name is Nyasha, and you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. We appreciate that. Joining me as ever is the most moisturised F1 content creator in the world. She is the queen of F1 punditry, Tandy Sabanda! You know, I cheered a little too loud for Tandy, I'm not gonna lie. Fucking crickets when I come out. And Look at this outfit. Hey, give it to them.
Give it to them.
Give it to them. Right, mate.
I've come to the funeral of a person I do not like, you guys. I came to make sure he's dead in the dirt.
Hello.
Oh God, it's so mad,
Yeah, no, it's
5
crazy.
months, sold out. Can we have a shout out for sold out dates?
Sold out. Multiple sold out.
Big up everyone who's here. I'm seeing a lot more women in F1. Can I get a yeah? I see Tandy Hive in the back. Can I say yeah?
Get these niggas out of here, bro.
And we're joined, as ever. Oh, hello to the live streamers as well.
Yeah, hello. Hey,
I want to
you.
remind you all that the hashtag is ClickStop Live on Twitter and on Instagram. Do follow me on Instagram. I am TanDDD. And on Twitter, I am Tandy Tweets. Thank you very much.
All you care about is personal brand promotion. Honestly. Don't think I haven't seen the collaboration post on Instagram, by the way. Where's my collaboration?
All I want to say is Munch Club TV has not been active for about 6 months.
Oh, wonder why.
And those Lewis, I carried the Lewis Hamilton t-shirts on my back.
I made the mistake of telling Tandy that we sold some t-shirts after she posted, and she now thinks she's like the head of promotions and marketing.
Jigga what? Fuck with me. Jigga who? Tan to the Z.
Introduce. Get Tommy out here now. Honestly.
Joining us as ever on the Quick Stop Live podcast, we have our brother in arms, our brother who might get us cancelled one day, but we love him. We love him. It's Tommy.
Your money.
How come you got a mad cheer? I'm like, what the fuck?
No, because that's what I always say.
Can you guys cheer for me, please?
Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know Tommy Hive? That's what it's about right now.
No.
Say that again, darling.
That's only for royalty.
Where's Tandy's throne? Last time she had a throne. Where's Tandy's throne?
We made an executive decision. Let's move on.
We said, fuck that shit.
There's a cost of living crisis. We have to cut that shit. Okay, guys.
No,
guys,
she's a queen.
Look.
She doesn't need a throne to establish that.
Hang about.
Can't cancel me.
Hang about. Let me tell you right now, you've seen the t-shirts. Tandy's making a fair amount of money, okay? We're putting money in black women's pockets, okay?
We love it.
Thank you so much, guys.
Damn, are you going to be the heckler of this show? I feel like it's going to be you, isn't it? Yeah, all right, cool.
I would like to remind everyone we are recording a podcast, so please be respectful for our sound and the people who are listening. But let's get to it.
There was fuck all to talk about. Honestly, I last time I was like gripped to the screen. I'm like, what's happening? Lewis might get a podium. We did. Got to celebrate. This year, honestly, I'm telling you now, I used to think karma was real. I'd be like, you know what, bad people, bad things will happen to them. And ever since Red Bull fucked that win last year, all they've got is good shit. And I'm sick and tired of it.
I would also like to say, albeit we are at a funeral, we are celebrating one thing.
What's that?
Latifi's gone.
Yeah.
Put that nigga in the dirt!
Am I the only one happy that Ricardo's going? I feel like it's... I like that side.
Yeah?
You guys are boring.
Last time I mentioned Ricardo, I got ratioed with like 300 quoted. I counted them. 300 quote tweets saying that I'm not considering his mental health, and and it's just like he fell off. Like he really fell off.
Fell off isn't even the word, lad. He fell on his ass, lad. He's gone. Anyway.
So obviously. today's race was today's race. I think at some point in the week we'll do some kind of race recap once we've watched it properly.
I don't think anyone will watch that shit, bro.
That's just gonna go.
I'll keep it real. No one's trying to watch that, bro.
It's gonna go
I feel like
double mahogany.
this race was just like everyone was waiting for it to be over. Like
Yeah.
it was like, oh yeah, the season's done. And then, do you know what I don't like about Sky commentators or commentators in general? They just try.
Karan Chanduk.
They he's gonna tweet you in a second and be like,
They can't cancel me.
no, impossible. But I feel like they hype up stuff that isn't hype. Like they're hyping up second place. I don't give a fuck about motherfucking second place. No one cares about second place.
Also, can we talk about how Charles just turned up to the race finally? Lad, where have you been all season? I really need to start this roasting session for Charles because what the fuck?
Let's do it. So,
Oh, straight in.
no. Okay, so look, beginning. Oh, hey, I love your Quick Stop T-shirt.
I know,
love
gorgeous. You could have been
Gorgeous.
anywhere in the world.
I got that shit too. That shit's fire.
Yeah, nice.
Can you stand up?
Can
Stand
you
up and
stand
give
up,
a talk.
please, and
We want the
give us a
camera to see.
twirl?
it.
No, you don't.
I want the camera to see.
You
Sales,
don't
bro.
have to, because we did that last time, yeah. And
What? Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my
Wait, to
guy
the same
here-
person?
No.
Y'all look alike.
You team
But thank you. But look, let's go back to the beginning of the season, right? And we had the opener in Bahrain. Actually, I just wanted to say, big up Mercedes for coming to testing with one car, which looked fine, and then replacing it with a car which was awful, right? Like, do you mean, like, we spent 3 days testing a car we were not going to use. I love that.
No, it was actually the same car. They just had covers over the sides.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Even better. So, by the way, we've got a photographer here. He's going to be, because we're famous now. So
Yeah.
So beginning of the season, Ferrari looked like they could challenge for the title. We had the issue with the battles with Max and Charles, where Charles looked like he had the upper hand over Max. There was that series of races where Max would overtake him and then Charles would get him back on the straights. But it's fallen off really badly. And so I guess I want to ask you this. Who's more at fault for the Ferrari decline? Is it Ferrari or Charles?
Right. Right.
So profound.
You know when you gas someone up too much? That's
I'm
what
looking
happened.
at it right now. I'm jealous! I've even given you a boogie chair as well, sorry.
Shut up. Yeah, when you gas someone up too much, that is an example of how Wonderboy Charles Leclerc, you lot put too much air in his head. You told him he looked good in Monaco. He got a bit gas and turned up doing the bare minimum. Charles was never ready to win a world championship. I'm going to tell you this. He was never, ever ready. But you Instagram a lot. Oh, Charles, you look amazing. Oh, my God.
Some of you are guilty of that shit.
You're
as well.
guilty of
I know
that. And I've seen all your acts, and I've noted them down, and I'm here to tell you, you was lying to him. You were chatting shite, and that's okay. But we now need to know to not gas people up.
Like Daniel Ricciardo.
Like, I never gassed Daniel Ricciardo up.
Nah. People are chatting shit. People are chatting shit because I know some of you lot rep Daniel Ricciardo. You're real quiet now, but I've seen your tweets. This dude right here, you. I know you rep Daniel Ricciardo, bro.
Rumour has it that the Pissed Off Frackle lads were actually bigging up Daniel Ricciardo. Can we boo this man?
So, okay, I understand. And to be fair, I guess because we all just wanted someone to battle Max. So we wanted there to be like a fight. And Charles seemed like, before the summer break, there was a chance that wasn't even summer break. I guess a quarter of the way through the season when they were ahead on points, Red Bull had the failures. It looked like it was Ferrari to lose. I guess, Tommy, if you could encapsulate just how bad Ferrari's strategy and general shit. How shit have Ferrari been?
Nah, Ferrari been. But to be fair, what do we expect? Like, when was the last time Ferrari were actually like, oh shit, Ferrari's good? That was like 2007.
Yeah.
Nah, it was
No,
2000,
do you know what it is?
2007.
The problem with
2007.
Ferrari is they have the old heads. Now, everybody knows when you have an old head, they're going to talk about old head shit.
Yeah, it's true. It's
Christmas, Easter, back in my day, Ferrari, you know?
Yeah, no,
No offense to the old heads who've
It's
turned
true.
up. We
It's
love
true.
this. I'm not looking at anyone directly. I turned 25 recently. I'm old too. But yeah, that's what it is. The old heads big Ferrari up,
Yeah.
and so they have kids, and then they're like, you're a Ferrari fan, and then these kids, and that's what it is. Ferrari's a generational
L.
thing. L.
It's a generational
It's a
L.
generational L.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to call it a generational L because you're not about to turn around and be like, listen, son, I'm giving you this generational L. And that is why Ferrari are so bigged up, and yet they're meaty. Can everyone say meaty?
Maybe. Yeah, now Ferrari's a very, very mid team. I think the mentality there is we deserve to win instead of let's go out and actually fucking win.
Yeah.
And I think it like from when they dropped Seb and then they replaced him with Charles, I was like, these people they don't know what the fuck they're doing because it. No, freeze! Freeze! Before you say anything, I'm not the biggest Sebastian Vettel fan, but I could tell you something now. Charles is not a team leader. Right in this phase of his life, he's not. And if you look at Ferrari now, there is no leadership there. There is no, like, Carlos and Charles, they're like equals in terms of
honestly,
no one is leading that team.
Yeah.
And if you haven't got someone leading the team, you're not going to go to victory. And I feel like Ferrari, they're running off of we deserve to win instead of fuck, we need to actually go out and win. And the media hypes them up as well. And then pit stop frackers, you lot hype them up as well, bro. The beginning of this year, bro, not you, bro. You know what? I'll forgive you.
I've given Anik too much clout.
You know what, yeah? I'm not gonna lie, yeah. You not need to drop Anik like Adidas drop Yeezy. Like, honestly, Yeezy be like, cut that contract. Honestly, no. Big up Anik.
Big up Anik.
The last time Ferrari were good, TVs had BBLs, bro.
Yeah, no. It's fair. But I would.
do you know what I mean?
2007, they were good.
Like honestly, last time.
David can put those keys on.
Pardon?
That's rude. I saw him on Jonathan Ross last night, and all he was talking about was Ferraris. That's so ironic that you would say that.
No, I said Craig David can put the keys on.
You know, but Craig David was on Jonathan Ross talking about Ferrari last night. Nah, basically, I was in bed. I was in bed. My wife finished watching Strictly Come Dancing because her friend's on it. And
Is
then
Tony Adams still on?
it happened then. Who?
You got voted off.
I don't watch that shit.
Guys, I'm sorry. Are we not doing a Formula One podcast right now?
Anyway, like I was saying, Craig David was talking about Ferrari, and that says a lot about Ferrari.
Yeah.
Hey, wait. We're not insulting Craig David. He made Born to Do It album. Please relax.
No. I'm not insulting Craig David. I'm insulting Ferrari.
Anyone we should be insulting is...
to see my friends. As a one. Because for everyone who doesn't know who Craig David is, I bet this
that's
is
crazy.
Incredible. So look, going into next season, there's rumours around like Mattia Binotto. He seems insistent that everything is fine at Ferrari. That when they put
Matteo is so insistent that everything's fine in Ferrari that during the races he's in the Mercedes cabin stealing sandwiches.
That's Red Bull.
I'm going to say something about Mattia, and it's something I thought of for a while. I feel like when he got promoted to team principal, I think that was a mistake because for me, he's in a team he thinks about everything as if it's engineering. Do you know what I'm saying? And you can see his engineering background because he's always like, they'll suffer a defeat. Oh, next race, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. You need someone cutthroat that's going to be like, you niggas ain't shit. I'm going to fire all of you motherfuckers right now and hire some real shit. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what they need. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, for sure.
They need like Flavio Brigatore or something, bro.
What?
Bro, Ferrari would be winning races if he was working for them right now.
Why say fuck me for?
No, I think it's to be fair with Ferrari, it's one of those things where I think everyone wants them to be good, right? Everyone wants Ferrari to be back where they were.
I mean,
I don't support that theory, bro.
Everyone outside of here.
Yeah.
We're the ones with sense. Everyone else is like, open your eyes, sheeple.
This is why they call us a cult, That's why they say we're a cult.
Apparently, we're a cult.
Oh, because we're wearing black. I
Actually-
saw that.
You saw that? You guys see
that?
that? I
Reverse
said
KKK.
everybody's wearing black, and everyone was like, Tandy, why would we wear black? Why would we wear black Air Forces? Oh, Lewis Hamilton's wearing black today.
That's true. And he's wearing it in that Abu Dhabi heat as well.
Trust me.
He was hot.
He's wearing flares.
I need to support Quick Stop.
Lewis, if you're on a burner, could you just...
I'm telling you, he watches your shit, bro.
Just retweet
He
one of the
definitely
fan
watches your
cams.
shit. And I know he watches it and he goes, these niggas saying everything I would say.
These niggas spitting.
yeah, for real.
When we're going at Verstappen, he probably just gets his little carrot stick and hummus and be like...
I don't mean that vegan
With
shit.
whatever he eats.
So
Isn't that right, Roscoe?
Look at the spinning Roscoe. So look, Ferrari. Who knows next season? Personally, I think. Well, I hope Mercedes are able to develop a better car, and we're fighting because I don't know how you guys felt, but this season just felt like
Torture is the word you're looking for. Abuse.
Time is slipping away from me. Yeah.
Listen to Tandy's vocals. She can sing,
I actually can. I'm just not going to sing on this podcast for you.
Fair enough.
But big up everyone who knows I can sing.
Tandy featuring XDNA coming soon.
look at me like that. You see, you're gassing her so much. So thank you. As we should. Watch it for Daddy. So, I would hope next season Mercedes can develop. Let's talk about Lewis versus George.
No.
Chill.
Nobody wins when the family feuds. You know what I'm saying? To keep the family together, we must not feud.
100%.
Yeah.
For sure.
And you, for one, have been supporting that.
I love that kid so much. I do love him.
Which one?
Yeah.
George.
Okay. Yeah,
I do love him. Well, my question is this. Do we think that the relationship will stay as harmonious next season if we're in a title? Hold on. You see pissed off Fracker, yeah? No.
Boo this man!
How are you just coming
Oi,
in?
the pit stop Fracker lads, honestly, I'm going to have a word with you after this. I'm being dead serious. Listen, I'm streaming live. This is my podcast at the moment. Do you mind?
See, my. I said my, not our.
Said that a couple times still. It's like doing a podcast with your little sister. And...
Don't silence black women.
Okay.
And we're not being cancelled today.
Not to be sad. I told you, Tandy Hive, go hard. Anyway, continue.
She even gave me the hand signal. Don't start. She gave you a hand signal. You can't start. How you doing today?
Anyway, I'm good. Right, George versus Lewis next season.
Yeah.
Let's say they're an equal machinery. Actually, one thing I want to ask you is this. Do you think George should have said more to alert the media or basically say, I am ahead of Lewis, but it's because Lewis was doing X, Y, Z?
Listen.
I feel that's why a lot of people feel like he's milked the fact that he had an easier start to the season.
This guy was on the Belgian podium and he was crying, celebrating. They did 2 motherfucking laps, bro. Nah, man. What did you expect? Honestly, what did you expect from George Russell? He was gonna enjoy that shit. He was the heckler. We need to get her a mic. Fuck. But for real, George Russell. You have to understand, he's young, isn't he? He's young. He's gonna celebrate, whether it's admirable or not. He's still gonna celebrate, and you have to kind of allow him because I reckon if Lewis was that age and the roles were reversed, Lewis would have been like, yeah,
exactly.
I got my win, innit?
Listen, exactly. And to be fair, I mean, all right, Nyasha. You've got 1 mil to your name.
1 million.
You got 1 mil. You've got 1 mil to your name.
It's a lot of t-shirts.
Hove's got 1 mil.
I need to get
off the back of my Instagram post. Jay-Z's got $1 million to his name.
Yeah.
You're both in the restaurant. Bottle service. You're having a bottle war. You'd want to win over Jay-Z.
I would respect Jay-Z because
You're
he's the
a
greatest
tit.
of all time. I'd say
Fuck that
Hove.
shit. I'm celebrating, bro.
He said,
I'm flexing on
Daddy,
Jay-Z.
look. I'm dancing, Daddy.
I mean,
Okay. Watch me twirl,
Nah,
Daddy.
this-
No, don't do it. I wish you hadn't done that. Please, please, can everybody gift that and
I know,
email
I want
and
that
send it
to
to
be a
me?
gift.
Yeah, please.
hey, for Hove.
It's definitely one of those things where, you know, legends, you know, the teacher turns into the one who I'm teaching.
Yeah, look, I personally,
You know what I
for me, I think at the beginning of the season, everyone had this thing where they were expecting there to be like a massive rift. But I think they were more hoping for it rather than it actually happening.
They were
Like,
fetishizing it, bro.
they really
Yeah.
were.
Sky Sports is like, George and Lewis.
And Lewis is just there chilling, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Trust
wasn't
me.
even on social media. He was just
Yeah.
doing his own thing, and George was doing his George thing.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
I like what you're saying. You said they want a black man to what?
They literally want a black man to hate somebody.
Sorry,
I think
I need to put this on the
yeah, we need
microphone.
to do
Double mic.
Yeah,
As a white woman, all I'm saying is that they want a black man to hate somebody.
Yes, because they want something. Because that was a white person that said that, so we are not racist.
Yeah, I would like to make it clear, a white woman
Yes.
said that.
Yes.
White
It's
woman.
facts though. It's facts though because it always happens in like the history of the United Kingdom in the Western world. When a black person is representing a country, then a white person's coming up that's not as good but could be better. They'll start hyping up the white person, and be
Yeah.
like the next coming. So
They'll even start saying, was he on drugs?
yeah, they will.
You know?
Actually-
Did he take performance enhancing
Yeah.
drugs?
They want, and it's something that's very true what you said, because it's something that I see repeating over and over. They really want Lewis to just switch so they
Yeah.
can say something about him. But Lewis, he's too smart for that shit. He's
Trust
playing
me.
them at their own game. So everything that happens, he just doesn't say nothing. He's so chill. Me, on the other hand, I'll stop. Whoa! I didn't want. Listen, as soon as Max won, I would have taken the mic off him when he was celebrating. I would have been like, this nigga cheated. I would start talking about my motherfucking helmet, Marco, Christian Horner. I was talking about all of them.
In the back, they were saying this to me.
Trust me, man. Fuck
He
them
doesn't
Red
even
Bulls.
wipe.
Fuck them Bulls. That's what I'll be saying.
Mention your Verstappen too on top of that.
Yeah, true.
Don't mention my name.
Yeah.
Right.
you know what? Yeah,
Right.
I think this is a good segue. Max.
Let the chopper sing!
Right, I'm so sorry. Sorry. Max Verstappen? Not on my podcast, you don't.
My podcast.
I'm so sorry. I keep doing it. Not on our podcast, you don't.
How late were you today?
Huh?
How late were you today?
40 minutes.
Light work.
Light work. So look, please.
Hey, that sounded like...
Heckling, please.
What in the Wakanda?
Stop.
Guys, so, Max, this season, obviously, look, he's won a shitload of races. The car's been great. I want to ask a question. Do we think... Okay, someone was mentioning this on another tweet or podcast, I can't remember. But Max is very much like... doesn't go to like promotional things. Red Bull have just hired Daniel Ricciardo to basically do donuts. Do you mean? They send Checo Perez.
That one clip of him jumping in the pool.
Yeah, they're gonna reload that like Eskimo does. Yeah. So Max Verstappen.
Wait, hold on. Paris said
Red Bull
he'll be on
soapbox.
Red Bull soapbox.
Yeah.
That's the only race he's doing next year, boy.
That is.
So
Shout out Checo Perez.
shout out Checo. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
So with Max, I guess. No.
Hey,
No way.
bro, come on,
Boo
bro.
this man.
Okay.
You know what? At least it wasn't. If that was an Android ringtone, I would have told you to get out.
Yeah.
The iPhone thing's gonna save you, bro. So.
Is Max? Can Max be the face of the sport if he's always?
Listen, Max Verstappen couldn't even with the fucking face of freaking GQ magazine. So there's that, okay? That photo shoot.
Was disastrous.
I have never seen boiled poo in my life. It was giving, he looked like a dash hound in a roll neck.
It was giving bored.
Lewis brings his whole crew, his makeup artist. He just bought his missus, clearly. That's that on that. So no, he cannot. And also, I'm sorry, when you go out for a meal and you're in the back and you're world champ, nobody wanted you there in the first place.
Hey, that, pow, 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 gunshots, because that, yeah, that's facts though. How can you be world champion and you're in the nosebleeds?
You're
I
lurking.
was like, oh wow, Max didn't go. That nigga was in. He was up in space. Nah, that's
You
embarrassing.
know when you're sat with Latifi, nobody wants you there. You know what I'm saying?
The mad thing is like after everything,
They made him pay.
if I was Lewis Hamilton, and there was people that had been like jarring me for like years straight, I would have picked up the bill and then just gone to them. Oh, by the way, like you're paying for your. So I've got it. You know, I was like Mick, like whatever. All these other random drivers I can't remember. I've got you, Fernando and Max. So you should, just pay the bill over there, please.
By the way, Aldis, Fernando was out today. Did you see that, Aldis? Did you see that?
I want to talk about Red Bull quickly.
Shout
Red
out all
Bull-
our Red Bull friends over here. Love to have you all here.
Hi,
honestly.
Dan.
Thank you so
All
much
one
for
of
coming,
you.
Dan.
Holding
one
it
of you,
down for
honestly.
the terrorists.
People, I'd like to say that people do think we're a cult and we're awful and we like. You're here. We're so supportive. We love everyone. So thank you so much for coming. Well done for having
Let's all cheer.
an interesting team.
Let's all cheer.
Do you know what that's like? It's like, you know, like you're like the North Korean embassy. Like, no one really wants you here, but we'll allow
you're
it.
here.
Do you know what I'm saying?
You've
Like,
come to the GQ summit, and you're here.
yeah. You know,
GQ
hold
or
it down,
G6?
hold it down.
What is it?
GQ Summit is like a magazine summit. I don't think there's going to get much done in a GQ Summit. But I get the sentiment.
You know?
I'm not going to lie though, Dan. Every time you comment on our shit, I just get like...
Racist?
Like
Racial
yeah.
abuse. Racial
Like
abuse.
3 or 4 just like racist motherfuckers in my
That's fine,
mentions.
though. That's fine.
But but it's lovely for us to show that you are loved here, right?
Yeah.
So you're an avid fan of this podcast?
It's my favourite Red Bull slander podcast, yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
I like that.
We love you, Dan. Honestly, so yeah, I just wanted to really
Clip
emphasize
that.
that.
Okay, let's move it. Get the fuck out of here. No, for sure. The thing is, right, what I really love about this platform and like what we're doing here today, it's so cool. I grew up watching F1 on my own. I didn't even know F1 Twitter existed until we started this podcast. And it's amazing sharing every race with you every weekend. But for us to be able to come here, support different people, and I was just saying to someone earlier, like the reactions that you have on your own at home. Yes, I did, Danny. Yeah. It's lovely to be able to share that with everyone, and like everyone's like cheers the same things.
Yeah, I love
like,
it. I love.
it's
Do you know
incredible.
what my introduction to the F1 Twitterverse was? Racist abuse, bro. I tweeted one thing about Fernando Alonso. It wasn't even
No,
inflammatory.
you didn't even say that. You know what you said? You said, I love black F1 Twitter.
Yeah.
And
Bro, I got bare racismo tweets, bro. I couldn't even translate. You know when Google doesn't provide the translate? It was like, nah, bro, you don't want to see this shit. I got so much abuse, and then do you know what happened? Nasha, you hit me up and you're like, oh, you're getting racist abuse. Do you want to come on our podcast?
One of us.
saw that opportunity, like, this guy's fragile. Speaking of fragile, Red Bull. So, they are like pantomime villains, right?
No, they're not.
Holy shit, that was fucking cold. That was fucking
I'm cold.
Hey,
I'm cold.
no, Tandy
I'm
Hive.
sick.
I'm repping it
Tandy
still.
Hive.
Tandy Hive, I'm
I'm
repping it.
sick.
That was fucking cold.
I'm so cold. What the hell?
That was incredible.
You know when you do the highlight reel?
Yeah.
That's on the highlight reel, bro.
I feel like every time you think they can't get any worse, they like do some more shit. And like this year alone, we've obviously had like the cost cap thing, Nelson PK thing, and everything that happened with that. The Sergio Perez thing, Max being a terrorist again in practice the other day. With Red Bull, I feel like, are they now just like a necessary evil, I guess, and like they thrive in that, or should we expect better from like the world champions? And maybe like, is it normal for us to be having to discuss Red Bull like every other week, basically?
Okay, so I'll put it down as my background's journalism, and with journalism you have the good guys and you have the bad guys. You have the Mail Online pumping. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? You have the Mail Online, which will always be for the absolute dog shit people. No offense if you read it. Shout at my mum.
Big offense. Fuck them, man.
And then you have good publications, which, you know, will always be there. So as long as there's money being pumped into Red Bull, and as long as Netflix keep following Christian Horner and his horses, we're actually stuck. We're actually stuck.
Do you not think it's mad that one team has like as much pally relationship with the media as was like they fly to races together, they have like Netflix, they're like the darlings of like Netflix. Karoon is like twerking in his apple bottom jeans.
Do you know what I mean? Like birds of a feather flock together. Mean girls stick together. Bad bitches stick together. Do you know what I mean? There's a reason Joe and Hamilton are friends, because they're both the bad bitches who dress well. Do you know what I mean? That's just what it is. And as long as we continue to accept that Red Bull will never change, and they will always bring out that bare average PR stunt that they bring out in Canva. Oh, sorry, we're racist. We did not mean it.
That statement template has gone platinum in these streets.
Yeah.
I've never seen the same statement. You know when like you're trying to make the words count and you're just like saying the same thing like 5 times but in a different way. These guys said sorry 5 times on the same template, and it's still like habitual line steppers, bro. Like every time, do they need to be better?
Oh yeah, obviously they do, but but it doesn't matter to them because they're not here to. Let's keep it real. Red Bull isn't here to please anyone.
No,
they're here to sell fucking drinks.
They don't owe you shit. Fair play.
It's a mark. This is just advertising for them. So whether it's positive or negative, as long as we keep speaking about them, it's gonna happen. They're like, oh well. Apart from last week, I heard their sales took a bit of a beating. For,
really?
Yeah, in certain
those
territories.
Mexicans said no.
I ain't buying this Red Bull shit. But yeah, no, they don't care. And I think it's something that you even see from like Drive to Survive. I think Christian Horner's mentality is he thrives on this like. No, whoa.
Not the views of Quick Stop F1.
I think he thrives on controversy. And I think he fancies Toto Wolff, to be fair. Like, because is it becoming an obsession at this point? Because Toto Wolff won't even be mentioning him, and then you just be watching Drive to Survive, and he'll be like, Toto, and I'm like, bro, like, he's not even here to defend himself. But I think that you know, I think the organization is innately problematic. If you look at their foundations and where their foundations have come from, it's come from really unacceptable things and appalling behaviors and firing your executives for supporting Black Lives Matter. It just says that says everything you need to know about Red Bull as an organization. It's racist. It is. And I think aside from the racism, I think it's just a very toxic environment to be in. And I think toxicity just breeds more toxicity. That's why everyone that tends to hover around that whole Red Bull camp seems to always become a bad apple.
Yeah.
Speaking of bad apples, how about them Daniel Ricciardos?
By the way, Bee's in the back. She's the one who cooked all your pizzas today.
Yeah,
so
we love Bee.
So if you get food poisoning, you know who to sue.
Shout out B.
Shout out B. So I'm going to hello everyone on the YouTube. I'm just going to read a couple of the comments. Someone said, which was very funny, Red Bull : Karun, can you do something for me?
Can you talk to the
Karun.
I swear they share private jets. I swear they share private jets.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Karun's like, can I ride with you, man? Can I ride with you, man?
Bro, fucking PDR sitting on Max's lap, bro. Like, ridiculous. There's a couple people saying Max always looks rough. Again, that are not the views or Quick Stop
F1.
I do not believe in body shaming.
Unless it's the W13.
Yeah.
Who said Tandy body shamed the W13? Say it with your chest. Yeah, okay. I did. I'll do it again. Even though Yash is looking at me like, don't do that.
Don't do it again.
I won't.
CBD, come dine with me. Ooh, very nice.
Oh.
Very, very nice. Did you see how Max
What does that
ran
mean? What does CBD come down with me mean? What does that mean? Why is everyone laughing? I'm being dead serious. CBD come down with me.
CBD is like...
Tell me,
I know what CBD is.
can you do
But what's that got to do with Formula 1?
Nothing, that's a username.
Oh.
Good grief.
Everyone's like, you know when people laugh and they don't know the joke? Everyone's like, you didn't fucking get it.
They said, did you see how Max ran away from Perez? Lol. And facts, Russell is a straight snake. And what's with everyone bumping Lewis off track? Carlos tried to vamos on us and wrecked our floor.
I would actually like to know, because I've been asking people this all week, and I know my answer, but is there a level of sympathy for Checo Perez?
Let's get some opinions.
Let's walk around and get some opinions.
Paris.
Paris.
Do you feel sorry for
Paris
Checo
on the
Perez?
chicane, by the way.
Hello, Paris. Yay, Paris! How you doing?
I'm good. Hi.
I'm not good at this. Checo Perez, feel sorry for him?
I do feel a bit sorry for him, yeah, because Max could have helped him, hasn't helped him, doesn't care to help him. He ain't never gonna get.
Yeah.
He ain't getting no help from Red Bull.
I have my reasons, okay?
But don't you think? It's not just about Max.
What is that, Denny? If I go.
Hello.
Hello. Cheers, yay, Denny. Yay.
The D, the E, the N, the I is Danny.
Hold on.
It's Danny.
She's not even a member of the fucking podcast.
Checo Perez.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not even just about Max, because Max just does whatever he wants. I think it's the team and, like, the team spirit, and, like, you don't have that. And Red Bull probably has their, like, on the outside for their marketing, like Tommy was talking about, like, okay, let's do it. Let's make sure we're marketing, da-da-da-da. We have a second driver, but it's when it counts, and right now you already have 2 championships secure. All you need to do is help your second driver to get P2. You can't even do that. And so it's not down to just Max, it's down to the team and how the team actually wants to help your second driver. So I do feel sorry for him, because I feel like he's in an environment where he just has a good car, honestly.
Okay.
But
okay.
no, hold on. Let's keep it 110. This nigga had the fastest car on the grid, and he was struggling up until the last race. Max cleaned up the title how many races ago? 4 or 5 races ago? He really shouldn't be in that position.
Listen.
The problem is with, like, Red Bull, you ever seen those shows where...
If you buy as the price and you're questioning why it's shit price, then, you know, like, not even shit, but more different to another brand, like the same brand that you're looking for, you're going to get what you get on the bottle.
It's facts.
If you entered Red Bull, if you entered snake territory as a freaking
but let's keep it 110.
antelope, one of them
Let's
little
keep it
things
110.
that ride with the lions, what do you
He
expect?
had 0 seat. He has bills to pay. Dude, he's got a wife that he...
We're not getting
He's got stuff to pay for. That's what I'm just saying.
We're not going into that. So, what I would say is that Max, do you ever watch, like, Super Nanny?
Yeah.
You know them kids that you just can't talk to them kids? That's Christian Horner and Max, yeah? Like, Max is always talking out of turn. He didn't even go... Remember in, I can't remember which race, where Singapore, where they fucked his qualifying and then he just, like, walked off, didn't come back. Like, they don't know how to control him because he controls the team. And They've got Daniel Ricciardo sitting there like, oh, I can't wait till they kick this guy out. So I just think with Red Bull, it's one of those where they've indulged Max so much and they've put everything into him that he's had. Even Lewis and Nico, when they were fucking around, Toto was like, I will rip your contracts up if you keep fucking around. But with Max, he can just do whatever he wants, and it is.
That's
like
because he lives next door to Christian Horner. Christian can't fire him. Max will come to his house at night.
Yeah.
Bro, Christian has no choice. He's so embedded in that Red Bull. When does this contract go to? Someone said it earlier. 2027. Imagine betting on a team for that long. He's too ingrained. Max and Red Bull are one in each other. Like that. Like Red Bull nothing without Max.
Red
Bull
without Max.
without
A bit more handsome, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Actually, can I ask? That's a really good point. Sorry, guys. Guys, I love
Live
you.
recording, guys.
We are making an audio-visual product.
Our own podcast. Please be conscious of that.
And you, to be fair. You lot, his thing is, when we do this in silence on the pod, it feels fine, but now there's people here.
I know,
like,
hyping it up.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
ooh! I'm like, oh,
you know when, like, your girlfriend's friends are like, oh, I wouldn't have that. Like, yeah.
What, you went out last night? I wouldn't have that.
Oh my God. Like. That's a really good point. Who needs Dan? Who needs who more? Max or Red Bull?
Red Bull will need Max.
Yeah. Red Bull need Max more.
Yeah. I'll take that.
It is a weird situation where you've got someone building the fastest car. You've got a driver who, your marketing team, he is the antithesis to marketing. Like, I remember I watched his GQ interview the other day, and all of his fans were like, oh my God, they got him to do a GQ interview. I was like, oh my, you lot are starved.
that's normal for us.
That's normal.
We're in Vogue.
Vanity Fair got Vogue.
We're in a Met Gala. That's normal.
We went like a month without Lewis over winter. We're like, oh my God, what are we gonna do?
He hasn't even posted their thirst.
Got some of that Lewis? Got some of that Lewis?
Y'all got any more of them thirst traps? Ha ha
Yeah.
ha ha.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, okay. No, it's crazy. We'll see next season. One other thing I want to discuss is let's be nice.
Go on. I'm always nice.
Seb Vettel.
Wait, no, listen. I'm not normally one who's so mean to Grandad. He's more mean. He's Grandad spinning out.
Isn't Lewis older than Seb?
Yes.
Grandad is spinning out. Yeah, black don't crack. Listen, yeah. I'm not normally too mean to Vettel. Like, obviously, it's been a bit of a shaky year, hasn't it?
All three.
Do you mean? But do you know what? I'm getting a bit emotional. I'm a bit like, it's his last time here, you know.
It's the end of an era, I guess,
yeah.
is what it is.
And you know
Not
what?
me,
Like,
boy.
Seb, do you know what it is? Like, a lot of drivers on that grid, when you're a Formula One driver and you get washed, basically, you either decide to then start your PR campaign slowly in the mid of the season and be like, oh, yeah, guys, women's rights,
You need to
innit?
secure that check.
You start.
Secure that check.
Trust me, yeah. Oh, yeah, then what about them women's rights, innit? Do you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, do you know what I mean? And Seb obviously started that, so we know what direction he's going. Daniel, he hasn't actually started that yet.
He's just been on vibes. I've been like, bro, this nigga
But
has bills to pay.
I am so sick of you Daniel Ricciardo sympathizers talking about vibes. You guys are part of the problem.
Yeah, no, don't point at me. I'm saying he's just on vibes, but that's in a negative way.
I said that to you last week. Stop saying he's on vibes. He's on bullshit. He's on fuck all. Okay?
Yeah, that's vibes, though, isn't it? Is that not that? That's not the definition of vibes.
Listen,
you know what?
do you know
Daniel
who's on
Ricciardo
vibes? Do you know who's on vibes?
is? Elon Musk. That's who's on
who's
vibes, isn't it?
yeah.
Because you can tell.
Daniel Ricciardo is playing dress up in every country he goes to.
Trust me. If he wasn't driving Formula One, he's the kind of guy who'd be at home all day. Might go surfing today, mate. I feel like Daniel
One of them
Ricciardo,
little Fosters
his head's
and
just
them,
not
mate.
in the game. Like even, I
He's
swear he
out
said,
of it.
I don't know anything about the mechanics of the car, I just get in and drive. I was like, this nigga's tripping.
Yeah,
He just like me, for real.
Fam, I play Formula 1 on my Xbox, and I'm there. I need to change my camber. I need to do this. I need to find some lap time. This guy just gets in the car. He's like, let's fucking have it. I'm like, whoa. Like,
Exactly, and that is what he's been on. So it's not even vibes. It's just fucking. He's a bum. Okay, let's be very honest. Daniel Ricciardo is a bum, and I need just to openly start saying it now. He's a bum, and he has displayed bum mentality for the past season, and we need to start addressing it. It's not vibes. You know who's on vibes?
Who?
Yuki.
wait, who said that?
Yuki. Who said that?
I don't feel
Yuki.
like
Yuki Tsunoda's. He's trying. Bless him. He's trying. He's on vibes. Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah.
Yuki's on vibes.
Lance Stroll. Vibes. That's vibes.
I feel like Yuki's definition of vibes is different from me.
Nah, I don't know how you vibe. I vibe out different.
No, I'm saying I'm not just on vibes. Just like you're being a waste man, isn't it?
Oh no.
Latifi. No, vibe.
What?
Nah, man.
Who said Latifi?
Latifi. Who said that?
Sorry, guys.
That's such a you're weird
Sorry,
for saying that. Why
guys.
did you say that?
Guys.
That's really weird of you to say that.
Guys, sorry. Yes. Can I just... I never want to hear that word in this room again. I never want to hear that name. It's Abu Dhabi weekend. I'm still scarred. I want to hear that shit. I would say that with... Who are we talking about? Ricciardo. Ricciardo is like a relic, right? He's like... No, you know...
I know what you mean.
Like, Ricciardo was great in that generation of cars, in that Red Bull where it was tuned into him, he could brake late, he was doing all those moves. All of his wins were like mad wins where like everyone was like fucking up and he came out on top. And he was like, honestly, beginning of 2018, when he won at Monaco, he was probably the second best driver on the grid after Lewis, right?
Beginning of this podcast, Daniel Ricciardo was actually my favourite driver. If you...
Yeah, no, for sure, no. So
was.
even when he was at Renault, everyone thought like, okay, this guy's doing a lot. He is. And for me, I just think if you're a team boss and you've got a spare seat and you approach Daniel Ricciardo and he's like, oh, I'll have 20 million, mate. You're gonna be like, why would I spend that on someone who I don't know if you're gonna come into my car and just be like, oh, I'm trying my best, but I just can't get the brakes to work. Like, it's just
vibes, bro.
And also, I just want to say,
vibes.
Daniel Ricciardo did mention one time that if he was in the same car as Lewis, then he would be like winning all the.
That nigga's crazy, bro.
Vibes, bro.
I remember when he said, I don't watch the news. I went, oh my God. This guy's traveling all over the world. What's he doing in his free time?
He's fucking watching country music videos and he's like...
He's playing Candy Crush, probably. Right, guys.
Right.
One more thing. We have seen this season... I just wanted to ask you. A couple of drivers gone. Obviously, the one who we won't name, Latifi. Just did. Latifi, Vettel gone, Ricciardo gone. Mr. Nepotism, Schumi.
I was going to say which one, but yeah, sure.
Yeah. Mick Schumacher, obviously he got doubled by Haas. Such beautiful gowns. But we saw today, obviously, him and Latifi said, let's run it back from last year, and just decided to like do synchronized spinning. Perfect. So, do you think Mick Schumacher will come back into F1?
Yeah, no, he definitely will. 100%.
Where do you think he'll, like maybe like Audi when like they take over? But that's a while away, to be fair. So
I think obviously he's going to probably end up being in a reserve driver role next year.
With like Mercedes,
because he's German, isn't he? But I think there's potential there. I think because he won Formula 3, he won Formula 2,
yeah.
So he can drive. I think. But one thing in Formula 2, he won. Aldas should know this. He won in his second year, right? So I feel like he just needs. I feel like he needs time to warm up, and I think that he has got what it takes to be a Formula 1 driver because he has flashes of greatness. But I think right now there's just so many people coming up, and there's so much talent ready to go that it's. You know what? Your latest video, Aldas is in the building, guys. Yeah. So Aldas in his latest video basically said, look, like he's in a really awkward place because there's so many good drivers on the sideline. And Aldas said it perfectly. If you're going to pick Daniel Ricciardo or Mick Schumacher, actually, you know, I'll probably still pick Mick Schumacher. I ain't even lying, bro. I ain't even lying. But yeah, but Hulkenberg's 38. Yeah.
Let's do a show of hands. You're Günther Steiner, obviously, you know, a bunch of fucking wankers. You've got a choice between Mick Schumacher and Nico Hulkenberg. Hands up for Mick. Oh shit.
Based on what we know now.
Yeah, based on what we know now.
Okay.
Wait, what does that mean? What we know now?
Because
Why's my hand still up?
his first rookie year wasn't a rookie. His first rookie year wasn't a rookie year. His first rookie year was against Mazepin. That
Right,
doesn't
yeah.
count.
That doesn't count.
This is his first rookie year, in my opinion, and I think he was pretty decent this year.
And the
So
car was
based on-
garbage last year as well.
And the car was garbage. So to me, based on this year, I would give him another chance.
Yeah.
But if you base it on this year and last year, where it was just garbage, like completely, like maybe not. Maybe you'd take Hulkenberg.
When you think about it, it is a strange decision to bring in Hulkenberg because I swear Hulkenberg and K-Mag aren't the best of friends.
No.
And also
gets the people going.
Yeah. I feel like Hulkenberg is not bringing anything to the team in terms of he's not bringing
Do you know what
sponsorship.
it is, though? Do you know what it is? I saw something on Twitter the other day, which is probably fake because it's just
Hello?
like...
I'm sorry, it
Hiya.
was a lot of chat.
Teacher.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's probably your hive, to be honest. No, these don't make it sound so much worse than it is.
Fight back. Oh, he's getting battered in the back anyway. Anyway, continue.
Sorry. Mick, right? There was something on Twitter where someone was like, I lent my friend my Rolex and he lost it, and they were talking about like, you know, needing to pay it back. Like Mick has crashed so many of those Haas cars, money that they don't have, and he doesn't even have to pay it back. Like they're having to pay for it. So if you're Günther Steiner and you're skint and you've just got some kid who like every 3 months or so just absolutely fucks you for like 1.5 million at a time, you might start looking at him like, you know what? And that's the thing with Mick. I think, unfortunately, they're looking at it and they're like, we just need 2 people who are going to finish the race every week. And that's Mick's problem. What I hope, personally, is that he goes into a team which is stable, which is able to develop a car over the course of the season. Haas always start here, and because they're skint, always end up like down here. And like, it's not, if there was like one team I wouldn't want to, I'd probably rather be in Williams than in Haas, because Haas is just like a nothing team.
I stopped rating Haas when
aren't
they did
they
that
like
rich energy
marketing
shit.
Haas as like an American thing at the moment?
Bro, like they are, but like
It's an American team, but they were running a Russian flag on their
Trust
car.
me, it's crazy
Like, that was
being
bizarre.
funded by the Russians.
Say that again.
By the Russians.
Someone made a joke. I think it was it Dave Chappelle? I can't remember. Oh, sorry. But like, someone made a joke when it was like, you sound like the Russian girls that James Bond would get with, but not trust. And that's what that accent sounded like. Right. So, how have you guys found this season? Like,
I think, let me ask how you found it objectively, not as Lewis fans, because I know everyone in here is. Oh. Jeez. What did you say? Sorry, gentlemen in the glasses. But there was a lot more overtakes this year. There was like 736 overtakes this year, 541 last year. I don't know why I know that off the top of my head. So there has been more overtaking, but I just feel like the power of I feel like
Nothing's changed, but in the midfield you got close racing, which is like great.
yeah, but no one cares about. Let's be real, no one cares about the lower shit. No one cares about that. I hear what you're saying, but I still think you're seeing it. Are you a Lewis fan? You're not a Lewis fan? Oh, okay. I was like, but you're a black! I feel like I feel like I hear what you're saying, and I was of the same mentality. I was like, yo, this year's been fucking trash, man. Like, nothing interesting's happened. And do you know
I
what?
find it very interesting that a lot of you
You
didn't
see
know
this? You
corruption.
see this Tandy jump in? We're supposed to do it back to back.
I'm sorry, but I find it. I just want to say this, right? Because I found this out on Twitter. I didn't realize all you didn't know corruption actually exists in this world. I'm actually shocked at the tweet. I'm shocked at the Red Bull fans who were like, "What, Max? What the fuck are you doing to Joker, mate?" Corruption has been around in Formula One, and I feel like people have only realised it's existed this year,
facts.
which is absolutely mad.
Do you know what it was? Like, the mad thing with that was, like, after everything that's happened, right? After everything Max has done, after everything Red Bull have done, like, Max just not letting through checkers. They're like, oh no! Like, this is the worst shit ever!
Do you know what I mean? And that's why I'm so confused at where people are like, oh, well, this season really opened my eyes. It's like, mate, where have you been? Like,
it's crazy.
Honestly,
I find, like, F1 very, I find it, like, incredibly...
dense.
Not even dense, but, like, I just find it, like, people... I love Arsenal, right? I love Arsenal. I've supported Arsenal since I was 6.
It's not that kind of podcast.
Hey,
we're not that sort of
big up
podcast.
Peter in the back. He's actually McLaren Fan TV with Matt. Yay! Make some...
What,
you see, anyone but Tandy,
do you say Arsenal
there's a couple guys in there with their hoods up. I'm like, these guys are chilling. Is the AC off?
Could we turn the AC off?
I was bare hot a minute ago.
Yeah. But Peter's actually the Arsenal announcer. Which is incredible.
Where you at, bro? I know
That's
nothing
Peter.
about football, but shout out you, man. They're doing big
but-
things.
Shout out black people in big positions.
For sure.
So you're in the stadium?
Right, we are recording.
Oh shit, that's cold.
But I love Arsenal, but there's times where I can see like Arsenal fucked up. I always say Arsenal fucked up. With like F1, it's just like propaganda over everything, and I feel like
Yeah, so I basically...
I mean, white people are fucking up
literally-
everywhere, like for sure. I'll give you that. But I just feel like at some point, I just wish people were like, cut the bullshit. Like the sport is fucked. We've had all this, like, we've had a season. If I asked you like your top 3 memorable moments on track, you would fucking struggle. But if I told
that's
you,
very true.
If I asked you your top 3 storylines, you'd be like the cost cap, like Max. You'd be like Nelson Piquet. Like, it's just ridiculous how, like, I feel like since Brazil last season, it's gone to like entertainment.
But that's
over
the thing.
sport.
That's
And
the
I
thing.
just-
It happens in every sport. Once it starts being more and more money oriented. Look, everyone's always been money orientated. But Liberty Media came in and they said, you know, we're gonna market the shit out of this motherfucker. So you have to understand, when that happens, sport tends to lose a piece of its integrity. It's happened with the NBA. It's happened with the NFL. If you look at what's happening now in the World Cup in Qatar, it happened there. And I think it's like unfortunate. It's you know, like when everyone's like, you have that artist that you listen to and you're like, yeah man, this on your iPod back in the day, oh, this is my shit, man, you ain't heard of this. Then he gets big and he starts making like, you the fucking best, and everyone's like and then you're like, this nigga's a sellout. It's the same thing. But I think F1 has the capability to bring back its integrity. But I think I'm a very big Drake fan.
This guy's such an Aubrey angel. That's why I'm screaming like, what are you talking about?
First of all,
He is. He's another one. Daddy, twirl for me, Daddy.
that was him, not me.
Do you know, this is like a perfect example of how Tandy works, right?
Manipulating the narrative. See, I didn't even say anything praising Drake. Anyway,
I'm a journalist.
like I was saying, I feel like F1 has the opportunity to reinstate a piece of its, well, it's never really had integrity, has it? No. But it has an opportunity to bring, you know, young minds and diverse minds into the sport in leading positions. First of all, we need more women at the top of F1 that aren't Bernie Ecclestone's wife. We also need more people of ethnic minorities in F1, because the current F1 FIA whatever you want to call them,
like the board and
clown coupe, you know, like a clown car and bare people get out. That's the FIA to me. I saw a picture of them the other day. I was like, damn, all these niggas is white. Like every single one of them was white.
Are you
it didn't shock me, but it made me realize that, damn, like, There's still a lot to go.
Yeah.
Even for Lewis Hamilton to kneel. Remember to kneel on that
And
was
like
a big
for his
thing.
own teammate to stand up right next to him.
That was
Imagine
it was that. Remember how big that was, and I feel like everyone has the opportunity to go one way or the other, and right now, it's going the other way, and they're thinking, oh, let's chase the quick bag. We're gonna make money, but it's like even you look at the Max Verstappen thing. You look at last year. You're losing fans. Even though you're gaining new fans, you're losing the OGs that actually care about the sport, that actually buy F1 shit. These new fans, a lot of them, they're not buying the shit. Do you know what I'm saying? They're watching the TV, but that's about it. But anyway.
Lando Norris's merch is ugly. No offense to anyone who's got any.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, I feel like F1 has a lot to do in terms... the world has a lot to do in terms of... But I think F1 has a massive opportunity. You've got a brand new, fresh audience thanks to Drive to Survive. You've got more women than ever interested in sport.
Yeah.
The general age of fans has
Do you know what
lowered.
the problem is with F1? They look at everything as like a money grab, as opposed to like they could build. If you look at, and it's because they're like years behind. You look at how like basketball have built their thing. You look at like the NFL. If you look at even football, right? Like there's so much more community building and making everyone feel like they're part of something. Whereas like now F1's massive. You've got Vegas selling like £1 million fucking packages.
And that race is going to be fucking
like,
boring. I'm going to tell you that for free. That race is going to be trash.
You've got like every race people go to, there's like issues with like assault, racism, abuse. There's fucking
toilets
queues.
for women.
No toilets. There's queues, like the queues are ridiculous. Like in Monza, you had to go and get tokens to get a drink, but the queue for the token line was like an hour, and then by the time you got a token, then the queue for the drink line was like an hour, but they wouldn't let you bring water in. Like, it's just all these types of things. It's just like, how much money can we make from it? And it's at the expense of... I said this last year, yeah? Us lot in here, on Twitter, on social media... We're carrying F1 on our backs. If it wasn't for our interactions, I saw F1's like interactions on Twitter increased by like 70% last year. That's because of people like us. But they don't realize that. They don't know that. They just think, oh, you know, how much money can we make from it? So it's a shame.
Even they don't let content creators use F1 content.
Yeah.
That is wild to me.
ridiculous.
Like, I feel like like it's a money grab, and it's just old white dudes being old white dudes.
And then when they do invite content creators, let me not get invited.
Hey, we like those guys, but not those guys.
Right, questions. Who wants to ask a question? Any questions? Okay. Ooh, okay. You're so quick with the question. So quick. Lucy, please. I love you, though. Just be quiet. Thank you. Sorry, what's your name?
Mabel.
Hi, Mabel.
Hi, Mabel. What did you want to ask?
Mabel's got some sick merch on as well. Shout out Mabel's outfit.
I think it's like the Lewis Hamilton Japanese thing, isn't it? I should have got the quick stop F1 soon. But
Trust me, that's a bit mad.
But after you, what do you want to ask?
I actually forgot my question.
Right. Okay.
A whole Daniel Ricciardo, you know.
Yeah.
Amateurs. Well,
I think.
You forgot.
Cool.
Okay. We'll come back to you.
My housemate's here, guys, in the back. Shout out my housemate. Sarah's actually had a question that she's been asking me for about a few months. Sarah, would you like to shout out your...
okay.
Yeah, do you want to hold your phone? Yeah. Shout out your question, Sarah. Right, so I'm ready to discuss this, right?
What was that?
Wait, how long have you been watching F1 for? Since you were one? Since you were young? Do you not remember the Porridge Gate? Do you remember that whole Porridge saga? Bottas 2.0, you don't remember all that? Do you remember even the year that Max won the championship? I specifically remember a race in Russia where this guy could have helped Lewis Hamilton, but instead he was way behind and decided, now's my time to shine. The fuck out of here, Bottas.
So that is the stem of my hate for Bottas. I will tell you though, Valtteri Bottas this season, you know when you're in secondary school and you have like a higher tier of... Secondary school, you naturally have a higher tier of kids, you know? Valtteri Bottas would move to set 3 and he's excelling in set 3. And I love that for him.
No shame to anyone that was in
No
set
shade. I was in set 5. I don't even have a maths GCSE. Can you not tell by what stuff I say on the podcast? Then I'm going
No, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? Some of us
GCSE shaming,
listen, some of us don't have a maths GCSE, but we have a whole Formula One podcast. So that's
You
me.
do, yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that's how I feel like this year recently. I'm really happy for Bottas because he's excelling in that class of his own. Do I want Valtteri back over George? Absolutely not. Because I'd rather someone who's up Lewis's ass than someone who's got a dagger to Lewis's back.
Should be me.
Ooh. Now you're coming with the bars today. Shit. Need to up my game.
Anyway.
I know she was at home writing this shit. She was like, motherfucker. See how she set up that question? You two rehearsed that shit, didn't you? Alright, cool. I'm gonna let you have that one.
Nice. Any other questions?
Hello.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I see where you got yourself up quickly after you. Sorry, these Tims are so big. Sorry. After you.
My like Nyasha's in the 90s still.
Yeah.
Anyway, my question was on the topic of like progression in the F1 world. So we saw this week that Formula One announced a women's series.
Yeah.
But the women's series only goes at 22. Would you say that is almost like appeasing the masses, but actually holding back women from having actual fully fledged women?
Basically, no. Essentially, is F1's new women's series like?
Is it progressive?
Is it progressive, or is it just like a tick block exercise?
It's not progressive until it's on Sky One.
It's virtue signaling. That's what it is. That's it. It's virtue signaling.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was like, the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
Like, instead of you being like GTA graphics. No, I think Formula One. I think whoever's in the FIA PR department knows how to do the bare minimum. Like you said, you know them set 3 kids that literally do the bare minimum. I'm not pointing at you. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, you took that bad. You don't need GCSEs to count money. Yeah, but you know that kid that just bare minimum and then kind of skate. That's the FIA PR people. They said we need to. W Series is gone. We need to do something to shut these women up. Do you know what would do it? Something like this.
Yeah.
No, if Bernie wouldn't have done it at all. Oh, and black people. Like, that's actually fact. But Bernie Eccleston, we need a Bernie Eccleston. Black women, oh my God. But we need a Bernie Eccleston episode, by the way. But yeah.
We're going to get cancelled if we do that episode, honestly.
But nah, for real, I think that honestly it's not doing much to progress women in the sport. W Series obviously didn't work. There's no women in Formula 3.
Listen, you lot are expecting a lot from a sport that does not even accept black people. So it comes in colour, and then it comes in genders, and then it comes in sexuality, and we haven't had none of that so far. So I don't know why we're sat here having a conversation about it, because literally we still haven't got it.
He asked the
question. I know. But the
it's
bottom
so
line
much more aggressive with the cap. I'm not gonna lie. Like the cap is like.
She said.
Do you know what I mean? Like you. I couldn't look at you, stunning.
I guess the short answer is virtue signaling.
I just feel like, as a woman, because I'm a woman who's talking in Formula One.
You are.
And I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, I wake up every morning, I get abused, I get gaslit, I get questioned on what I'm saying, as if questioning my intelligence. And I just think if we're talking about a space that already doesn't accept me as a woman, and doesn't even accept Lewis Hamilton, we've got drivers who are openly saying that they let the N-word ring off at the dinner table, and you're telling me we're going to start a conversation about women. We need to, my mum used to say charity begins at home. Brothers, we haven't even got toilets for women at these races, apparently. Do you know what I mean? So for us to sit here and chat about, blah, blah, whatever you said.
I tried to help you with the clap. I'm not gonna lie. I did try to help you with
My
that.
hearing's so bad. You know when AirPods are like, Tandy, you need to reduce it. I never reduce it. My hearing's gone awful. Anyway.
Do you want to sit down?
Yeah. I was gonna think. But yeah,
Okay.
so I just think this year overall has really been, or maybe highlighted, what we actually lack in Formula One. That is
Equity.
equity, decorum, an integrity, a need for kind of. Yes, we have a shit ton of money. Yes, we have a shit ton of locations. Yes, we have a shit ton of people who want us in their locations. But we're not actually listening to what the fans want. Because the fans aren't just white men from Europe. Our fans, they're not. They're black women, they're white women, they're women.
Can I just say as well, like...
Wow, you know when you run out of bars, you're like... That's that set 3 showing right there, boy. Showing white woman, black woman, women.
What I would say is that if it wasn't for black women, like F1 Twitter would be absolutely like...
It'd be in the mud.
It'd be
in the absolute mud. And so, exactly, yes.
I'm just going to talk over you black women, sorry. I think what I would say with that whole thing is, I guess going back to what we were talking about earlier, that they could have bailed their W Series out, but they looked at it and they said, okay, we're going to take advantage of that. We're going to let those girls drown and not finish their season. We're now going to start our own thing. I think they're giving teams like 175 grand.
To pay for drivers.
And they have to pay for themselves to come in. So it's ridiculous.
I have a question.
Go on.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, for the wonderful ladies here supporting Quickstop, how would you fix the problem of women in motorsport or women in F1? Oh, your hand went up straight away. Whoa. I'm gonna come to you. I hope I hope you got bars right now.
I was gonna say.
Sorry, what's your name? Sorry.
Oh, it's Zoe.
Zoe, hello.
You need to put the mic to her
mouth.
Hi,
Zoe. It's not all about you, Uncle.
Harder than you think.
So I was going to say, like, actually for the junior series, they can actually provide a team that's like, well, actually going to put aside spaces for women to join, like Formula 3, Formula 4, Formula 3, Formula 2, but actually make the teams not shit. Like, we know, like, some women have failed, like, not done well in junior series because they've been kind of not given the support.
In shit cars.
They've been given a car and they've been like, but it's actually the older version of the car that all the blokes are getting. But actually, like, you put aside spaces. And also, I think there's definitely an issue with, like, I don't know what it is with, like, just gonna say with teams when they kind of junior, like their junior teams, and they just don't bother.
No, it's true, right?
Yeah.
Like
Jamie
Chadwick smashed W Series, and 3 times, and it's like, it'd be impossible for her to get into a good F2 seat.
She's not even getting super license points.
Yeah, she's not.
And it also like.
It would be really nice for us to not have the cars that Shumi has broken down, recycled into our own cars. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
So it's equity, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd rather not have the rubble from all the other F1 crashes made as my car.
Does anyone else have a way to potentially... Oh,
Paris.
This is Paris.
Hello. So yeah, there's a few things actually. So obviously you need to bring women in from a younger age. That's standard. Like more women in karting, more women in the lower series, so the regional series. That has to happen. Then women, you need to bet on women. Like women need money. Even the F1 thing that they're doing now, it's 150,000 from F1, but you need to bring 150,000. Women ain't just got that in their pockets. So again, you're creating a equity thing where only women of certain wealth backgrounds are going to be able to get that. So you need people like big brands that are going to support women and fund all of these drives. That's what F1's offering. That's what W Series before was giving women money. So they were giving them free drives. They were putting their own money into women. And that's the difference between F1 and W Series.
Honestly, if you want me on a track, honestly, if you pay for my driving license, I'm here for it. Do you know what I mean? I'll get it.
Have you got a driving license?
Tommy, you know I don't.
Oh my
Tommy.
God.
She's talking about a super license. They don't even have a driving license.
I taking on what Paris said, I feel like instead of being like we're gonna have a series and the prize is air, we should, form a conglomerate, start our own F2 team, start a series, whoever wins it, or first 2 people, next year they're in F2. And they're funded, and people will say that's unfair, it's giving women an upper hand, but again, it's equity, man. It's equity.
It's not even equity, like sorry, Asha. All I'm saying is that sorry. Okay.
Why do you keep saying that to people today? Don't even say that to your mouth.
Okay, all I'm saying is that I really appreciate being in your guys' space as a white woman. I'm obviously.
You haven't mentioned that.
Hey, stop that.
I'm saying I really appreciate being in space. I've been a Lewis Hamilton fan since like time.
Mhm.
And most people who know my background would think I'd be like a stuck-up white woman who doesn't give a shit about anything. No, I have educated myself.
Mhm.
I've learnt.
Mhm.
And I love you guys. You literally make me laugh on my commute.
Oh, we love you.
Every day.
Oh, God love you.
And people laugh at me like I'm an absolute weirdo, which is probably normal. But Bernie clearly did not want women in F1. He did not want a black person to even equal Lewis's chance, okay? I'm very passionate about it, and I think that a lot of people who like Lewis understand the struggles that people go through. So as a woman, I've been through struggles. I'm not a person of colour, but I understand the struggles they've been through, and that's why people have a lot of affinity with Lewis, because they understand the fact that shit goes down and you have to fight for who you are. Lewis has fought, he's learnt. When he was small, like 2008, he has said some shit, okay? But now he's learned, he's educated himself, and that's why we love him. He fights for more than he is as an F1 driver. Sorry, do you want the microphone back? Do you want it?
Thank you. No, that's a good point. So, like, for real, I feel like, and that's one thing about, like, Team LH are very much on the pulse of, like, what is right, what is wrong, and what the sport needs. And that's what I love about you guys.
Yeah.
Real talk, we're going to finish in a second because...
Hi, we are
You're
still
all
recording.
really restless.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Are you guys okay?
Sorry, guys.
Hi, we are recording a podcast. Hi.
Hey. One more question and that's it. You in the back, just shout it to me. And
but guys, I'd like to shout out this girl's Mercedes match. It's so fucking cool. She looks sick.
Is that the Kanye West thing?
Tommy!
I'm being dead serious.
We literally said 3 things not to mention backstage. You have mentioned one of them.
Don't worry. No, but anyway. What's your name, sorry?
Hi, Hannah.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
You look gorgeous, mate.
Thank you. I just had a question. In terms of like what you guys expect from next season, so obviously this season, before like all the hype up, Toto was like in his black turtleneck being like, everyone's got a target on his backs, like blah, 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 blah. And then obviously that didn't materialize. So I guess next year with an extra, like it's like 24 races, I don't know how many extra that is, like with this extra long season and like all these like new people, whatever, what do you think we can expect?
Do you know what's quite mad? At one point during the season, I know a few of you guys turned on Toto. Yous wanted him dead. Yous wanted him. Yous wanted his head on a plaque.
Have you seen the car that we just buried today?
Listen. And I hear it. Because at one point, didn't Toto say, like, I'm doing this like Stanley Kubrick, the camera loves you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The thing is with Toto, what we were like annoyed with Toto was that he was talking a lot and like Lewis was literally breaking his back in Azerbaijan and this guy would just talk and it just felt like we were talking more than we were doing. But if you look at the progress of the car, it's been great. Next season, I would say what I'm expecting is Mercedes car a lot closer to the fight, maybe not starting off quickest, but able to fight for race wins on race pace, like on a regular basis, which would be awesome. I'm expecting Ferrari to still be like quick, but probably not there or thereabouts. I'm hoping everyone's saying this Red Bull penalty was really harsh, so obviously the car's going to be super shit, even though they got the penalty after they've built the car. So yeah, I think that's what I expect for next season. Quickly.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
God, I've lost my train of thought. You go.
So good.
All I wanted to say, Hannah, your swag's fire. I was looking, I was like, that jacket's fucking cold.
It's
and
cold.
The boots and the trousers, you're killing it.
She looks sick.
You're killing
Best dressed here.
Yeah.
100%,
Oh yeah, you win the award.
100%, you
So
win the
shout
award.
out to you.
But yeah, on that, like, I mean, God love Toto. I kind of have a crush on him. I kind of want to bring out merch on Toto Wolff. What do I see for next year? Some of us didn't even think Lewis was going to make it to next year, so I guess we have to be grateful about that. maybe as Team LH fans, we actually need to start adopting the mentality of Ferrari fans, as we said. Like, they have really taken on years of just being supportive.
God forbid I ever have to.
Not my portion.
Not my portion. That's not.
Taking on. No, God forbid, innit? God forbid, yeah. But obviously they've taken on meadiness. But you know those it's like being a Liverpool fan. I'm a Liverpool fan, yeah. You're like, yeah. Fucking Salah and that. Do you know what I mean? You're like, you're proper hyping it, but you're all the way. What place are we? IB? 9th. Where are we? 7th. Do you know what I mean? But you hype it up because you love and you believe in the team.
Yes.
And maybe that's what we need to take on. I'm not saying this is going to happen, God forbid. But I think we do need to, as I said at the start, ride the glitch and just be like, we're just going through a phase.
I feel this is like the Rosberg. Remember that Rosberg year where everyone was like,
yeah.
This year was a big. Remember Lewis's car just breaking down the whole year and everything. I feel like next year. I feel like next year, Mercedes AMG Petronas, they'll do a better job. We've got more wind tunnel time. We've got more CFD time. And we've got more money.
Okay.
So I think we have a chance.
Okay, but what happens next year? Say we are the fastest car on the grid and we're back to being champions, but now we have a Russell and Hamilton.
I'll tell you what happens.
What happens?
George is getting fucking smoked. On that note, we're going to skedaddle because I think we all need a drink. Hi to everyone. I'm going to try 2 seconds. I'm going to try and read out some of the comments from the YouTube. Thank you guys for tuning in. 2 seconds. Let me get the link up. Apologies, I'm on stage. That's fine.
I'm looking at his WhatsApp.
That's fine. That is drier than. You know what? Let me not do that. So. The signal here is awful, guys. Apologies. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for coming out. Honestly, it means like the absolute world. Me and Tandy started this podcast just as a way for us to be able to talk about F1. We didn't have a clue about the community that's out there. Not a clue. All of your interactions every week, honestly, like keep us going. The comments, the support for us to be able to do this. With, people might look at us and think they're not that big a podcast, but we're big because you guys support us the way that you do, and it's such a lovely thing to have. So
shout out you
guys.
Thank you so
Quick
much.
Stop F1 is something that people say, we saw you on the timeline, we saw this. The visuals for Quick Stop F1 would be nothing without our creative director, Nyasha Sakatuglu. But also I'd like to shout out, people don't know this about us, we've become very professional in the last few months. We now have an editor and a producer. So shout out Mario and Chris who are watching on the stream. So they're in America at the moment, so big up the Americans.
Yeah. You need to do something about that election, though. God damn.
And obviously we've got our brother who just shouts shit anytime he wants to. We love him every time we bring him on.
When you need Max Verstappen slander, I'm your guy.
We love Tommy. And I'd just like to thank everyone who's actually bought merch from us, everyone who's come wearing it. Shout out, stand up if you're wearing Quick Stop F1 merch. Please stand up, so everyone see how good it is. There you go.
To be fair, they only got sent out yesterday, so apologies.
That's an exclusive right there in the corner.
Sure. But they could have got the previous season.
They could have.
Yeah. And the Quick Stop jumpers as well. Be sure, I cozy up in them. I really hermit in them. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
What?
And I do. Sorry. And I'd like to just shout out black women in F1. Shout out everyone who's come out.
There was one thing that you could have said that wouldn't have got you cut off.
What?
That. So I was about to Oscar speech you. So guys, thank you so much for coming out. Really appreciate it. We're going to be obviously hanging around for a few hours more, drinking and just celebrating. And
I'm on annual leave. Woohoo!
Me too. Shit. We're about to go wild. So thank you so much for guys coming. Thank you for watching at home. And remember, no matter what happens, keep it on Black Star!
She went to celebrate by herself. She was like, my podcast, guys, my podcast.